The Sooners did everything right this past weekend. They got the win against a big opponent, a blue blood that is, and they did a good job of getting everybody's attention now on the national media. Like literally everybody's talking about Oklahoma and the quarterback John Mateer that, he told you I was going to do some things. So how did that reflect in the polls? We're going to look at that as well as some of the comments from some of the national media around John Mateer and the Sooners. So let's dive into that. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports, a Hog Media production. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners over at Sleeper. If you're not using them from Daily Fantasy Sports, you're missing out. Use our promo code UNFAIR and they'll match your deposit 100% up to $100. So make sure you use our promo code UNFAIR. All right, we got to talk about, of course, the polls. We got to talk about the national media who's got the love for our guy John Mateer. So let's lead off with that. The polls are reflected of what Oklahoma did. And I ask this every week. You're going to get this from me every week up until we're out of the polls. So knock on wood, we never fall out of them. But I want to see where the national media really see us. And coming into the season, of course, Oklahoma was ranked. And the question was, should Oklahoma be ranked? It's a very fair question to ask. And it's around just how Oklahoma has played over, the last season. And so coming into this, I was wondering where Oklahoma would be. Well, this is what we got. First off, the AP poll dropped, and you've got Oklahoma sit at number 13. So I asked, a lot of people are like, just like your boy, they say, just keep winning, man. It's the only thing that matters. If you keep winning, everything will fall in place, which is good. You also want to expect to get at least a little bit of respect for what you do, as people are recognize the defensive prowess of Oklahoma and the powers and abilities of John Mateer. We're seeing that there is some respect. Oklahoma coming in at 13, right behind Clemson, right there with South Carolina. Fascinating enough, we're above Alabama, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Auburn, and Missouri, teams that we're going to play. Actually, every game we play for the rest of the season is against someone that's actually ranked right now. So as long as they keep winning, we'll keep playing ranked teams. And if we keep beating them, does nothing but make us look better and help our odds of a good conversation. Like I said, we just got to keep winning, baby. And that's what's really important. But I wanted to dig into it. I'm like, okay, the AP votes are always dropped by the college football Reddit guy, the Reddit account. That account always drops who all voted for what. And so I was like, let me go see how Oklahoma fared outside of the, in the top 15. So in the top 10 votes, Oklahoma got 8 number 10 votes, 4 number 9 votes, 5 number 8 votes, and 2 number 7 votes. So they were as high as 7 in the AP poll this week. Can't beat it. That's exactly where you want Oklahoma to sit. From there, in the coaches poll, we look at this and Oklahoma moves to 16. So coaches still really like Ole Miss. They're kind of sold on Austin Simmons and the way that Lane Kiffin's doing things. Tennessee's right above Oklahoma. Joey Aguilar's having a good year, so of course he's getting a lot more respect. But this is where Oklahoma is sitting right now in the coaches poll. Not bad. I think we're in as a good spot, and I think Oklahoma's going to surprise a lot more people over the next few weeks. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I know, Jay, the polls don't matter. Understood. Something to talk about. But there's a lot of things to talk about with the Sooners, so I want to spread this out, make sure we get some good stuff out there, because we definitely have to talk about the players and the respect and love that people are getting. And so I was watching, of course, one of the many YouTube channels that's out there. Joe Klatt had some things to say. Todd McShay has some things to say, and I really liked what Todd McShay was going into. Let's jump into that. But first, if you aren't using Sleeper for Daily Fantasy Sports, you are missing out. They give you all the great stuff. Millions of users get to enjoy this app that they have because it gives you live stats, real-time updates. It gives you visualizations of all the stats you're looking for. News feed where you can get lightning fast updates that matches like all of the picks that you've made in Daily Fantasy Sport. And again, they hook you up by using our promo code UNFAIR. You get a 100% match on your first $100, so you can get into the action. And they also got a real-time chat, so you can talking noise, over individual plays. You can talk about performances in college football, NFL, NBA, all the way that's in there. So check them out. Use our code UNFAIR. Get 100% match on your first $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. And so from there, we've got to talk about what our guy Todd McShay had to say, man. He was raving on John Mateer and some of the plays. And the one is funny, like within the first 10 minutes of his video, Todd McShay was talking about the pass that Mateer made to Jaren Kanak, because that was on 3rd and 9. It's like literally in the first possession. It was beautiful. And how ballsy it is that John Mateer would go out there and he would launch that pass to his tight end going across the middle. Now, it's funny because the discussions now around Kanak are really zeroing in on the fact that, wait a minute, this dude's just now playing tight end? He's been playing linebacker this whole time? Hey, I know. But mad respect to the ability for Jaren Kanak to be able to switch from those positions, and it feels like he's doing it seamlessly. Like, I heard good things about Kanak in camp. I remember hearing about how he was playing. I remember, of course, hear about Mateer, but I remember hearing about Kanak. And for the most part, a lot of the reports were really simple. Jaren Kanak can play. It's pretty solid. That's about it. Nothing fancy. Now, we saw some videos on the propaganda machine that Oklahoma put out, and you're like, oh no, I think there may be something there, but he's like, we'll see what happens. But then he goes out there in this game, and like, I've got so many of you fans like, hey man, I did not think this was going to work. I did not either. I did not think that the Kanak experiment was going to be like this. But man, everybody's talking about it. And I think that's the thing that I love, is that Oklahoma's a national brand, so we know that they're going to, get attention and everything. But the fact that Jaren Kanak, and of course Berger, because, he had the picture with him holding his dog, his dog Berger. That's a weenie dog. It's kind of funny. He's holding his dog in the picture and everybody's laughing about it, right? Like, we all got the joke that Kanak was putting out there with that. We got the joke. It was a funny joke. It's hilarious when you look at the picture, right? It's like, oh, this dude's hilarious. Mad respect. But the fact that he's out there balling like he is, dog, I just wanted to give him some love in this, because when Todd McShay was talking about him, yeah, I want to hear more. Jaren Kanak deserves more of y'all's love, so y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. How pleasantly surprised were you with Jaren Kanak's performance? I want to hear from you all on that. All right, we'll talk a lot more about the game. We got to talk about how the team is going so far, statistics, the numbers. I'm a numbers guy. That's the thing that helps me get going. So we're going to talk more in depth about that stuff. So we'll do that. Plus, recap some of the stuff BV said over the last couple of shows, players he talked about. And yeah, let's get ready for this road game in Philadelphia against Temple. I know, it's kind of weird, but shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the channel. Go check them out. Use our promo code UNFAIR and you will get 100% match on your first $100 deposited. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms, use details, and we'll talk soon. Peace.